Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals. Alright, so today I'm going to be smoking a cigarette in a Lidl parking lot. Lidl is a budget grocery store chain that was first introduced in Europe, but is now also in the United States. And it's a grocery store chain that I like quite a bit. However, is smoking a cigarette in the parking lot of a Lidl actually a good experience or not? Well, today I'm going to be answering that question once and for all, and I'm going to be letting y'all know just what I think of, well, smoking cigarettes in a Lidl parking lot. Will this be a good experience? Will this be a bad experience? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Let me tell y'all what. But I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get out of my car, go ahead and actually, well, position my camera in front of Lidl, and then after that, I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and actually get my cigarette all lit up and actually get to smoking a cigarette in a Lidl parking lot. Now, shouldn't I? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop out of my car. And let's go ahead and set up my camera if I possibly can. Just gonna close my door, no need to lock it, I'm not going too far by any means. And let's go ahead and just walk around to the other side of my car and just set up right there with, Lidl right there in the corner. I'm thinking just like that. Overall, just initial impressions, I gotta admit, not too bad of a spot if I do say so myself. There's a little bit of a cart corral right there. If I had actually parked next to the cart corral, I could have used that as a little bit of a bench. So that is a nice addition to have for people who want to smoke cigarettes in the parking lot of a Lidl. Are there any trash cans around? Not seeing any in the cart corral or anything like that kind of thing. There are some nice dirt areas kind of over there and then over on that side as well, so you could definitely set up a chair in the dirt areas if you really wanted to. I will readily acknowledge I'm not seeing any trash cans at the front, but I'm not really sure if this one has one or not. I'll acknowledge a lot of Lidls I've been to do have trash cans at the front, so I want to say that this one does, but I can't say anything with confidence because I just can't see all the way up there right now. I will readily acknowledge, but yeah, overall initial impressions of the parking lot seem very positive. It seems like this is going to be a pretty solid place to, well, smoke a cigarette, but I gotta actually smoke a cigarette to find out. So, without further ado, let's go and grab my pack of Montego Red 100s. Let's go ahead and get this pack all opened up. Let's go and get one of these cigarettes all out just like that. And now, let's go ahead and get the cigarette all lit up and actually get to smoking a cigarette in, oh, yo! I literally just caught the moment the sign turned on. Yo, that is so cool. Unironically, genuinely, that is so cool. I just caught the moment the sign turned on. Oh, that's actually so awesome. I am actually super hype about that. Well, I do suppose without further ado though, I should probably go ahead and get this cigarette all lit up so I can go and actually find out just how good or just how bad smoking a cigarette in a Lidl parking lot actually is, and find out whether Lidl is a good place to smoke a cigarette or not. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? Now, I do want to acknowledge that not all Lidls I've been to have cart corrals. And so as such, I'm thinking there might be some Lidls that are better to smoke at than others. I really do think that the cart corrals and having the cart corral kind of have like a bench-like area on the side really does make this specific Lidl just a fantastic place to smoke a cigarette, in all honesty. However, since I have been to some Lidls that don't have cart corrals, I am kind of thinking that not every Lidl is built equally when it comes to smoking cigarettes at. Let me just take a look real quick. Is there really a trash can in front of this Lidl or not? Am I seeing one? Am I seeing one? I think there might be one inside. I'm not sure if I see one outside though. I will readily acknowledge I can't say anything with confidence as to whether there is or is not a trash can in front of this Lidl. As said, some of them do, but if this one doesn't end up having a trash can, it is going to be taking some, that is going to take some points off, in all honesty, because, well, I want to put my cigarette in the trash can after I'm done smoking. I don't want to be littering after all. But overall, good pavement in the parking lot. There's also some lights, so when it gets dark out, you're gonna have some light. So even when, you know, it gets a little bit dark out, if you wanna smoke outside, you're still gonna have some light and everything like that. You're gonna be able to see the cigarettes that you're taking out of your pack and whatnot. And if you wanna sit on the cart corral, you absolutely can do that. I ain't gonna lie, absolutely can. Yeah, overall, I gotta admit, not too bad of a spot. Not too bad of a spot to smoke a cigarette, frankly put. Would I personally smoke a cigarette in this Lidl parking lot again? I'd have to say yes. I wouldn't say it's the best parking lot I've ever smoked a cigarette in, but I'd have to say it's not bad by any means. It's a notch above average, in my personal opinion. It's not just a parking lot. There's a cart corral you can kind of lean on. This light pole that I've got in front of me as well, I think you could lean on as well if you really wanted to. There's some dirt and whatnot. And there might be a trash can at the front. You know, right now, I'm gonna have to rate this parking lot a solid 3 out of 4 for, well, smoking it. It's not perfect. There's no ashtrays everywhere. There's no trash cans in the parking lot itself. Like, I don't think there's a trash can at the cart corral. If there was, honestly, this would be a solid 4 out of 4, but there isn't. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to rate this Lidl parking lot a solid 3 out of 4 when it comes to how good it is to smoke a cigarette in, but not a bad spot if I do say so myself, and definitely a spot I would not mind smoking a cigarette at again. Let's go and grab myself a little bit of a screenshot real quick. Yeah, overall, not too bad of a spot. Not at all. I do not mind smoking here, I will readily acknowledge. Yeah, I'd have to say this parking lot, solid 3 out of 4. Bit busy, but that ain't no biggie. That ain't no biggie at all. Good parking lot, good smoke, good times if I do say so myself. And the good thing is about Lidl is that they have public restrooms. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I gotta go take a little bit of a piss. So, and in all honesty, that does make smoking a cigarette in a Lidl parking lot just that much better. Smoking a cigarette in the parking lot of a place with public restrooms, always better than not. If I'm smoking a cigarette in the parking lot of somewhere without public restrooms, sometimes I feel a little bit nervous. Maybe I have a cigarette and I need to poop or something like that kind of thing. But at Lidl, I have no fear because they have a public restroom right inside that I can go use right after I smoke a cigarette if need be kind of thing. Well, I think that's pretty much all I had to my cigarette. And I think that's pretty much all I had to say for this video. Overall, I'd have to give smoking a cigarette in a Lidl parking lot a solid 3 out of 4. I have seen some Lidls, as said though, that don't have cart corrals. And honestly, without the cart corral, without being able to sit on the side of the cart corral, I think this parking lot would probably be a solid 2 out of 4. But, you know, not bad by any means. And I'm gonna have to rate this specific one a 3 out of 4. It's possible some Lidls might be a 2 out of 4, but this one in specific is a 3 out of 4 to smoke a cigarette in. So, yeah, no complaints on my behalf. Good parking lot to smoke a cigarette in. Hopefully some good restrooms inside a Lidl. And, you know, I had a good time smoking today. Well, I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video today. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I smoked a cigarette in the parking lot of a Lidl, of course, please make sure to, well, like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. Box, and my other channels all in the description down below. Go check them all out. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Till the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?